Stanford University, the academic promised land, whose manicured lawns backdrop timeless classic Rodin sculptures that exude intellectual vitality. The quintessential college brochure stock photo. Stanford, whose perennial sunshine and all too perfect palm trees guide you to her grand gates that call out to say, welcome to a nerd's Disneyland. I still remember my first day here, how proudly I brandished my cardinal red lanyard like a badge, virtue signaling my unabashed frosh excitement. How I bought my first set of wheels from a wizened senior, the rusty bike which certified my bona fide Stanford student status. I remember pedaling in pursuit of the elusive Lake Lagunita, only to later discover it was completely dried up. But as I pedaled away in disappointment, I started skidding down the pits of the false lake. And I swear, I heard the winds of freedom blow as I soared in flight before lurching onto all fours. Because true to the spirit of Stanford students who never ask for help, I was embarrassed to tell anyone that I had never learned how to ride a bike, and I had no clue what I was doing. Navigating Stanford is like learning to ride a bike for the first time. And Stanford is a time defined by its first times. For me, it was riding a bike. For some, the first time food security, healthcare access, and housing stability became familiarity rather than luxury. It meant our worlds got bigger as we left our hometowns and countries for the first time. First samplings of exotic Stanford delicacies like boba and rock cod. New friends that stuck with us, just like those caterpillars that stuck to our shirts every spring. Late night conversations with classmates who challenged us to broaden our worldviews just as much as our liberal arts ways curriculum. For some, the first time we truly asked ourselves, what matters most to us and why? But like riding a bike, Stanford was the first time some of us fell. Our first crashes in the circle of death. C's, D's, and unsatisfactories that introduced us to imposter syndrome. Countless rejections that made us doubt our self-worth until we lost our intellectual vitality. Pangs of heartache for our family, friends, and ex-loves that debilitated us from getting out of bed. Moments we said we were okay, only to break down in tears later that day. Times when the private burdens we carried were so overwhelming, we almost gave up. I know I've fallen countless times during my Stanford journey. This is for everyone whose experiences aren't represented, whose stories aren't told in those perfect college brochures. And for my younger self, who was ashamed to be honest until now. I want to tell you that learning to ride a bike for the first time is never easy. But don't let the fear of falling halt you from pedaling into the unknown. Do not be ashamed of missteps, because what is stumbling if not learning? Feel the pain of falling to your knees and learn from your mistakes. Trust in your friends to be there to catch you, and believe fiercely and unapologetically in your own strength to pick yourself up and keep moving forward. Look around you. Chances are your classmates are hiding so many scrapes and bruises from falling at Stanford. And yet here you are. And here I am, a first-generation, low-income, neurodivergent immigrant from a family of war refugees, not graduating with not one, but 2 degrees, and I can bike with no hands. So, since this class of 2020, 2021, and 2022, as we pedal forth to new frontiers, we may stumble, but may we never forget the muscle memory of how to ride a bike. Thank you.